This video is going to be very interesting for all the clients out there who are looking to purchase their first property in Dubai. So I'll be explaining all the important points for you, the process of purchasing the property, ownership documents, modes of payments, golden visas, rental returns, commission percentages, and the taxation which can be involved while buying a property. So let's start with the market. There are two different markets, primary market and secondary market. When you're buying it from a developer like Imar, Damac, or let's say Ellington, Sobha, that will be considered as primary market. And when you're buying a property from any individual, that will be counted as secondary market. So we'll be covering the primary market first of all, and then we'll talk about the secondary market. From our primary market, whenever you like any project, then you have to make a token amount. Majority of the cases that can be 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, or in some cases 100,000 dirhams. You pay the token amount. That can be transferred by a bank or by some developers do accept cryptos in Dubai as well. Some accept cash, or you can do by the payment link, which can be from your debit or credit card. And once you are done making the payment, the unit will be reserved and the developer is going to issue you a booking form or reservation form that you will be signing digitally and send it back to the developer. Then you will be having following 1 or 2 weeks time to complete the down payment, which is majority cases 20%. And once you will pay this 20% amount along with 4% Dubai Land Department fee, which is by the government, and Oqood charges, which is varies from 1,000 to 5,000 dirhams, depend on the developer. Once you make all these payments, the developer will be issuing you SPA, sales and purchase agreement, that is drafted by the developers and reviewed by Dubai Land Department, which will protect your rights as a buyer and developer's right as a seller. Majority of the cases, the developer will not be changing any content of the SPA. They are very rigid when we talk about this SPA content. Some developers do send it to you by email, so you can do the doco signs digitally, or some will be shipping that SPA physical copy to your address. You can sign it and send it back to the developer. They will be registering it in Dubai Land Department since you have paid the 4% fee, and unit will be registered in your name within 10 to let's say 30 days time, and you will get directly email from Dubai Land Department which will share you the ownership document for an off-plan property, that is initial contract of sale. If we talk about the secondary market involves three different documents: Form A, Form B and Form F. Form A is between the seller and their agent. Form B is between the buyer and their agent, that an approved Dubai Land Department broker can do this exercise on their Dubai REST application. They will be needing your basic details like residential address, mobile number, email address, your passport copies, and you will get a link from Dubai Land Department, and which will be having some certain conditions, how much commission you are paying and what is the property budget that you are looking for and what sort of property. Once you will approve that, later on you will get another notification which is Form F, which is a legally binding agreement in Dubai. Once you are done with the MOU, you have to visit the developer's office, whoever have made this property, and you will get the NOC. Along with buyer, seller and their respective agent, you have to visit a trustee office where you will make the due payments, which will be 4% Dubai Land Department fee, 2% brokerage fee, and then trustee fee, which is between 2,000 to 5,000 dirhams, depends on the property value. And at the same time, you will get your new ownership document. Beside this, there is no other document. As per Dubai Land Department, you can only make the payment by a manager's check. So back in 2008, a lot of people had bad experiences. At this point of time, after 17 years, Dubai Land Department and RERA has made rules and regulations so strict, so the developers, it's not easy for the developers, to be honest, to launch any project. So whenever any developer is launching a project, first of all, they have to pay the 100% amount for the plot, and that has to be under their ownership completely. After this one, whatever the cost of that building is, let's say if a project, the total cost is 100 million dirhams, the developer has to pay 20%, 20 to 30% amount in a respective escrow account before they even sell their first unit. So that escrow account, every project has their own respective escrow account, which is regulated by Dubai Land Department. So when the buyer are going to make any purchase from that developer, all the payments will be made to the escrow account to make sure that their investment is safe. With the construction milestones, usually the Dubai Land Department team visit the construction site on quarterly basis. They see the progress of construction and then they release the funds to the respected developer based on the construction. So in case things go south or developers wouldn't be able to complete the project on time, the investor's money is lying in that escrow account, which is regulated by Dubai Land Department. So they can appoint another developer in case something happens to the previous developer, and the new developer can complete that project in a timely manner. So the 4% fee that you are paying to Dubai Land Department is actually making your investment more secure in Dubai, because Dubai Land Department teams will be visiting the project on time, and you can check every project construction on Dubai Land Department website. So you just need to put the project name or the project number and you will see the last field visit reports, what sort of percentage that project has, and all the related details. So when you buy a property from developer side, you will be getting either a reservation form, booking form, and sales and purchase agreement. While there are 3 documents which you can get from Dubai Land Department based on the construction phase of that project. Initial contract of sale, which we call Oqood, pre-title deed and title deed. Initial contract of sale issued when the property is under construction. Pre-title deed you will be getting if the construction has been done, but the property is having post-handover payment plan. Like you bought the property for $1 million dirham and you were supposed to pay 65% during construction and 35% after you receive the property. So at the time of handover of the property, you will get pre-title deed, not the title deed, because that still has that 35% post-handover payment plan. So once you are done with that 35% post-handover payment plan, you will get the title deed. If that property doesn't have any post-handover plan, at the time of handover, you will get the title deed, which is the main ownership document in Dubai. There's a very useful application launched by Dubai Land Department, which is Dubai Rest. If you are an owner of any property, you just have to log in providing your basic details like mobile number or passport number, and you will get OTP. Once you're logged in, you will just go to your property wallet and you can download the ownership documents of all your properties that you have. Now we are going to talk about mortgages. Mortgage policies are different for residents and overseas clients. A resident client can get up to 80% finance on a ready property, and for few developers they can get up to 50% finance even if the property is off plan. While the overseas client can get maximum 50% finance on ready properties itself. There's no exception for the off-plan properties. Now we are going to talk about rental returns in Dubai. In Dubai, the rental returns are between 7 to 10%, depends on which property we are talking about. If we compare it to any other top city in the world like UK, Toronto or New York, we are looking between 2 to 5% rental return, and we are supposed to pay certain taxes on that. But in Dubai, you don't pay any tax on the rental property, even if there's an appreciation in the property price, capital appreciation, so you don't have to pay any capital gain tax. And there's no other tax which you are supposed to pay on your rental property, not even VAT, which is 5%, because 5% VAT is only applicable for commercial properties. So the next point is rentals. Once you get the handover of your property, you want to rent it out, you need a broker who can list your property on property portals. There are two main documents which are involved in renting a property. First is the rental contract, which has basic information for landlord and the tenant, modes of payment, number of checks. Once the contract is drafted, the tenant is supposed to sign the agreement, submit the required checks, deposit to the broker. Make sure the checks are under the name of landlord, not the brokerage agencies. Once you get all these documents signed by the tenant along with the checks, the landlord can sign the document. After this, the tenant is supposed to visit any Jari center from where they can register this contract under their name, which will be as per Dubai Land Department and RERA. As a landlord, it's very important for you to know the rules and regulation related to tenancy and eviction. I have previously made 2 videos. You can find the link here, and you can see in which cases you can ask a tenant to vacate the property and on which ground you can increase the rental for any property. Next point is NOC to resell. Whenever you buy any property during construction, in majority of the cases, developers allow you to resell that property so they can maximize the transactions. that varies from 20 to 50%. Some developers gives you NOC at 20% payment, some gives you at 40%, and some cases they might ask you to pay 50% payment in order to get the NOC, and you can actually resell a property during construction. In the end, we are going to talk about the golden visas. If you're buying any property ready or under construction which is worth 2 million or above, you can get a golden visas which is valid for 10 years. The fees is very nominal. Based on that visa, you can sponsor your wife, your kids. On the other side, we have this investor visa. If you own any property which is worth more than 750,000 dirhams, it's a ready property and fully paid. There's no active mortgage on it. You can get this investor visa of 2 years. On the basis of that, you can sponsor your spouse and your kids. Obviously, both the visas are renewable. I tried to cover all the important topics for the first-time buyers. If you have any other question, feel free to reach us out in the comment section. We are available on all the social media platforms as Malik Pro Talks. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.